Now we move on to one of the most awaited session for this evening, the launch of Moneyware Business Analytics and Reporting Services in partnership with SAP. For this, we would now like to call on stage the Executive Director Miles, Mr. Sandeep Presswala, to join us on stage to officially launch Moneyware Bars. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we request Mr. Deepak Gaisas and NRK Raman to kindly log in and flag off the launch of Moneyware Bars. Ladies and gentlemen, we've officially launched Moneyware Bars. Well, to get a piece of action in real, let's move on to experience a live walkthrough of Moneyware Bars. We would like to invite Mr. Dhaval Kamath to join Mr. Milan Ganatra on stage.
This is a very exciting moment for me, and which is where Bhavesh Vyas, who actually heads this product, I kind of seize this opportunity saying, Bhavesh, you're not going to do this demo, I'm going to do it myself. So I'm so used to doing this, and I'm very, very excited to this. Just wanted to get you some ethos of why we ever created bars. I think it's a very, very important thing in terms of it's just not another product which we really thought of. We kind of kept on looking at saying, hey, what are my customer problems? How do I keep resolving them? And the common issue which we kept on facing saying is, I need this analysis, I need this report, I need this statement, I need this, I need that. The data is all there in the system, all our product platforms, but it was very difficult to extract the same data. And how do this power come to my own customers and not really depend on a technology partner like Miles? So which is what we kind of kept on thinking, saying is how do I resolve this problem? And the problem needs to be resolved in multiple fashions, or rather the issues were multiple in front of us. A, the issue was saying is the data needs to be seamlessly be working between all the product platforms that we have, A. B, the access control, the usability has to be seamless. It needs to be working from our core system and not somebody did not log in into a different system to kind of actually use the product. Thirdly is the access control. Say I've defined an access to a particular user can access some amount of information, so he cannot use anything beyond that. And how do I kind of make it an integral part of our core application? So we solved all of that. And, but we had another problem saying is, what is the technology or what is the technology partner we should have to do this? A, we had an option of writing a report writer by ourselves, but we said no, let us get to the best, the world leader, which was SAP. So we partnered with them. And the another issue which kind of kept on harping us was cost of ownership. How do I bring a cost of ownership down for each of my clients? Because that's really bothering us. We have a challenging market, and we resolved each of them. So we partnered with SAP. So if the user license fee is X, we could give you at a very exciting discount. So that's the whole objective which we kind of went by. As I'm so excited, and I said I want to show a piece of the product to you, and what are the possibilities which can help you. I just want to spend maybe a couple of minutes on that so that you can actually get a real feel in terms of it's not really a faff, but there's something which is already integrated with our product, and it exists, and we can deliver very quickly to you. So I'll just kind of log in into my core application. Just give me a minute. Now this is the new user interface, which is for 11.1 version. So just kind of some of the experience which you can get. And as Deepak was mentioning, as Satya was mentioning during their panel discussion, the key thing is information, usage of technology, and how do I give enough information to each user, okay, within who's using a product platform. So we started off with our core two products. One was the Moneyware Integra platform, which caters to the portfolio management business as well as the wealth management business. And the second product which we really we targeted was our lending solution, which is Moneyware Vantage, where people use this for loan against shares or margin funding or so on. So these are two products which we have integrated currently with our BARS solution. And we intend to cover two of our other solutions, which is Fundware and the custody solution by the end of this year. So we have a clear roadmap in terms of what we're going to do. Some of these samples in terms of what we've really done. Okay, what you can really do with, let's say, BARS. Now, some of the data. Now, this is coming from a real-life application, real-life data, and so on. I could really, on a click of a button, I could possibly get some of the smart dashboards, which could be used by a CEO, could be used by an operations guy, could be used by risk, and so on. So some of the stuff which I would kind of take you through, say I created a sample dashboard for creating an AUM, for performance trends, how each of my financial advisors are performing, how is each of my customers doing. Now this is coming with real life data. Can you see the performance? So which is really quick and it's interactive. And the best part is, this can be built by you. You don't need Miles software. What is the power is being given to you. So these are some of the samples which we kind of pre-bundle with you with this, and some of the smart things which I'll kind of show you. Let's say I move. Can you see the animation? So it kind of gives me a real true touch and feel in terms of how a particular, let's say, sector is performing, what stocks are doing well in this, and this is this quick. So these are some of the dashboards which you can create. As an application, we're giving you some of a fairly large, comprehensive dashboards and pre-bundled analysis pack with this. So it gives you really a startup, and then kind of gives you power to create your own dashboards, drill downs, reports. So, and actually this really came by through our advisors when we were sitting in an advisory board meeting, and it really came by saying is, how do I kind of get my really focus on new product development rather than actually really working on reports which I can never satisfy a customer, because somebody needs a column, somebody needs to look at differently, somebody needs to look, doesn't want to see so much of data, somebody wants to see a lot of data. Now these problems we cannot really solve by customizing reports. And we looked at our own revenues and we said, hey, we had 50% of our revenue, or rather I would say a very large amount of revenues which were coming in from customization. Of that, 50% of our revenues were actually coming from customizing the reports, where we're not really adding any value to the product. And as a product company, we need to really focus on the product development rather than looking at the reports which you can do it by yourself, or our consulting team which is there with BARS, which can help each of you to kind of design your reports in case you cannot do it by yourself. So we have an entire consulting arm which can work with. And I'll just kind of give it to Dhaval in terms of, hey, how simply I can create a very straightforward report just in front of you with real life data, so kind of really experiencing in terms of how simple, how straightforward it is, and the power it can give you is enormous. So I kind of give it to Dhaval in terms of walking us through a simple report which can be constructed using this application. Over to you, Dhaval.
Thank you, Milind. I'm sure this was a very interactive and a more informative dashboard that you've seen. The question comes naturally is this really that simple to do? Let's see, is it really that simple? What we have done, to be very honest, I think we have the best leading BI, that is SAP, which we have partnered with. And I think what we are doing is harnessing all the information which is available in the system through something called as Universe. So what Miles actually does is provides you the most efficient and fast-running universe which actually contributes to the performance of the reports which you're looking at. So what I have is, all I need to do to create a report is say create a report, have a name by it, and say create. Right? Once I've created the report, all I can do is click on that report. What it does is it goes back to that report, harnesses all my design, and I can go and change that report. What it provides me is the universe which is created, okay, along with all the data which is there, easily accessible, whereby all this information is not to be processed again. This is a pre-processed information, and that's where the speed comes through, right? I have this report here where I have a cross tab which is immediately creatable, right? I have all the attributes available. I can drag and drop any column to any value. And there I have it. Along with my percentages, my value is also being built there. I can put it as a summary, as a total, and everything. Here I have another cross tab, which I have it by the advisor and by the asset class. It's as simple as that. It's all about dragging and dropping the columns there. What we have is another set of report, which is more like a drill down report, which I can create. So by clicking on my debt, I can drill down to my debt report, basically giving me my debt-wise, product-wise asset allocation. Click on that product, it gives me my security-wise asset allocation, and clicking on that gives me my family-wise, and drilling it back to the individual account level. This is the level of customization what you can do at yourself, rather than being dependent on Miles, right? To go back on the drill down, all I have to do is a parameter which is available here, right? So I think what we have here is a beautiful combination of the leading BI SAP in the world and Miles, which is the owner of the data, coming together to provide you the information all you require at your fingertips, when you want it, how you want it, and whichever way you want it. Thank you so much for your time. I think this has been a wonderful evening. I hope you have a good time here.